Hi there. Thanks for joining and thanks for watching, all the replay viewers. I know some of you are following, so thank you. Thanks for joining the journey. Okay, so I'm Bethany Londyn, and as some of you know, I was put up to the challenge of reading this book, Calling in the One, 7 weeks to attract the love of your life, and sharing it on Periscope. What a way to be vulnerable, right? So, thanks for joining. Oh, you're funny. So funny. So today we're going to go over lesson number 9. This is day 9. I'm doing this every single day without fail. And today is about forgiveness and letting go, something that so many people want to do. And if this is not supportive to you, I am sorry. If it if it does have anything to do with love and relationship, it can also apply to business. So I always make the tie because I have a business mindset. I'm sorry. That's just my thing. I'm all about bridging the gap for people between their dreams and reality. So, lesson number 9, letting go of the past. So, this is by Katherine Woodward Thomas, and she goes into a story that I'll share here. And so what she did was she went to a 3-day silent meditation. So she was in silence basically all day long, and on day 2, she realized all these feelings of anger were coming up, and so she was trying to figure out why she was so angry. And what came up was that she was angry with her ex because they had built a business together. So, hi, thank you for joining. So her and her ex had built a business together, and it was really supportive of the environment. They were supporting the homeless, actually. It's pretty cool. They were supporting the homeless and songwriters. And when they broke up, she realized she wasn't going to carry on that vision, that dream anymore, because she had given it to the ex, and he was doing absolutely nothing with that. And so she was super frustrated. And because of that, she was putting herself into a victim mode. I don't know who of you feel victimized maybe by your last relationship, but it is something that I personally also felt and have been working my way out of. So I was in a relationship for 8 years, and I could be like, oh my God, he did this and this and this. It's poor me, poor me. But no, once I put myself into responsibility and seeing exactly where I caused different issues of the relationship, it was supportive, and it puts me in a power position versus a negative position of not being good enough, being victimized. XYZ happens to me, not the other way around. So she basically, during her meditation, claimed ownership, stepped out of being a victim of her relationship with her ex, and gave love, because the root of the word forgive is give. So giving back with compassion and love. And I know it's not something many people want to do, but it is extremely powerful. So once you can claim ownership of past relationships, and this could be personal or business, it's very freeing. I mean, that's why it's so important to forgive, because really you are creating space in your life for others that are on your level and in alignment and in your vibration. So let's see. There was something here I wanted to read. It was really good. Ooh. I experienced firsthand that being right, so when she's being in victimhood, I experienced firsthand that being right often costs us being loved. So once she took ownership of the relationship and let go of being right and how it should be, hello, thank you for joining, she realized that she had been giving away her personal power. And forgiveness isn't really putting yourself into a victim mode. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, because there were some negative comments earlier. So thank you. So once you put yourself in forgiveness mode, the power, you are standing in your power. You're a stinker. So Ultimately, to forgive someone means to cancel the debt that you feel that they owe you. It is a surrender and a release of the hurt that has passed between you. This doesn't mean that you agree with what happened, condone the behavior, or ever invite them back into your life again. But it is just stepping into your power and recognizing that when you are letting them go, forgiving, that you are fully in ownership of yourself and everything that you get to create moving forward. So, for her, she said that I had to accept full responsibility for how I and I alone had caused the pain that I was in. And thank you. So what the homework is for today, day 9, and this is 7 weeks. So I'm doing this for 7 weeks. So day 9 is to make a list of all the people that you have resentment towards. And like I said, this can be business, it can be personal, relationships in general. And I did this, and writing a list of people that maybe it isn't resentment, but there's just like an uncomfortability that happens with these people. Do you want to find the love of your life and create space? I would say this could take 10 minutes. It could take an hour. It's up to kind of the effort that you want to put into it. Oh, the list is really long. I'm sorry. Well, we get to start chopping it, maybe. Not do it in baby steps. Maybe do 3 people. But what she asks us to do is write down all these people, or baby steps, 3 at a time, let's say, and write about what do you feel resentment towards. Why are you resenting this person? Where can you be responsible for feeling the resentment? And in what ways can you experience, can't move you forward? So looking at this from a positive light, make you more of a mature person, put you in the power. What lessons are you learning from it? And what positive can come from the outcome of maybe whatever had happened in the past? So I was divorced 5 years ago and completely went into victim mode for a minute. And then once I took a step back and realized, ooh, yeah. So you could look at that and look at yourself. So for her, when she set up her business here in the book, Katherine, so I'm just reading the comment that someone shared, she realized that part of her victim mode was because she had given him the power of owning the business that they created right from the get-go. So before that they had even started, she had done that. And so later on, here she's feeling victim because she wasn't in ownership of the business anymore, and he had let it gone completely to the ground. However, if she had believed in herself enough from the beginning, she could have said, I want to be in full ownership of this business, or I want to split this with you. And she would have been able to walk away with 50%. So really at the end, when she really dove into it, she was really upset with herself because from the get-go, she didn't believe in her ability to carry out the business on her own. So by looking at that and getting back to the root of where her victimness stood from and realizing that it was from within and her own personal beliefs in herself and self-worth and value in her capabilities, that was very empowering for her. And for me, in my divorce, I also felt like a victim in the beginning. And then once I stepped into realizing, well, yeah, you're a workaholic. He would come home and you would still be working. Yeah, so once you step into ownership, it's so powerful. Thank you for sharing. I know that's not easy to share. So, yeah, stepping into ownership of where I was a workaholic, where I wasn't excited to go and do some of the activities that he was very passionate about, and just stepping into that and more shows me where I got to grow for future relationships. So stepping into responsibility instead of victimhood is super powerful. And once you can create that space and separate yourself from the incident and stepping into your power, then you're creating opportunities for all the new, beautiful, everything that you want that is in alignment with you and your vision and your dreams to come. So, the bonus homework, if you want to take it a step forward, I know that some of you weren't ready for any homework, but the bonus step is to write a letter. So, write a letter to someone that you are ready to forgive and write about the resentment you felt from the perspective of what you can be responsible for. How did you yourself create the situation? Sorry, I can't read. How did you yourself create the situation? How did the situation help you grow and mature? What lessons did you learn? What good came out of the situation? Yes! Awesome. So she invites you to write a letter. Now, I don't know that sending a letter to the person is, you know, in store for you. It's up to you to make that decision, because really you want to be bringing them value, not blaming them for anything, because what you're doing is creating ownership here. So if you can do it from that state and know that you're being in forgiveness mode, and that you're and that you are in support of giving them value and releasing them versus only doing it for yourself, that's the key there. So don't do it just for yourself. You're doing this for them. And if you feel that it's going to be of value for them as well, yes, accountability. Well, accountability, tomorrow, lesson 10. So burn it. If you need to, burn it when you're done. Because maybe it's not going to support the person at all. And maybe it is truly just for yourself. So think about whether it's going to cause any harm to the individual, because that is the last thing that we want. That is not what we're looking to create here. And that's the lesson for today. So hopefully that supports you guys in letting go and releasing and taking ownership. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to do, and really it's just going to build you up and create space for the beautiful relationships that are meant to be in your life. Lesson 10 tomorrow is releasing toxic ties. So feel free to subscribe for lesson 10 tomorrow, and you guys feel free to share this if you know people that could be supportive. Yes, releasing toxic ties. If you feel that this would be supportive to someone, please do share. I want to spread the message. And once again, we're reading Calling in the One by Katherine Woodward Thomas. You can also go buy the book yourself. It's a great book, and there's daily lesson for 7 weeks. So here we go. Have a beautiful day, and thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Gabe. Have a beautiful day.